MedStar, the EMS MedStar. The Fitchburg Emergency Management, welcome. Engine 8, Fitchburg Mac.
Ray, I see a famous Smokey Bear.
There's Smokey. District Patrol, welcome. Smokey. Massachusetts Forest Fire Control. You know, this is a fine show. From Townsend, Ladder Run. Townsend. Lancaster. Lancaster, Ashburnham. Thank you. The winner of the City Council Award, Glenn, number 41, a 1953 Kaiser. How many are left?
They don't make them like that anymore, Ray.
Bob LeClaire. Congratulations to Bob, the winner of the City Council Award in the Classic Car Division. Hello, Settle Shop out there in Townsend. Number 45, a Thunderbird. Looks like Sam Bellio got the Civic Days Committee Award. Hello, Hannaford.
What a great sponsor of Civic Days this year.
Thank you for their support of Greater Fitchburg Civic Days. Hello, Mo. How you doing?
Very good, Ray. Thanks for being here.
A number 55, a Chevy Nomad. Ann and Peter Capadagli won the Mayor's Award, Mo.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Congratulations, Pete.
Car number 8.
Car number 8, it's Chris Presh with a 1980 Datsun 280 Z6. Beautiful car.
Ford Galaxy.
This is a Ford Galaxy, number 2.
12.
Number 12, I'm sorry.
12, that's Charlie and Charlotte Sherman, the Ford Galaxy 500, a 63 and a half.
Number 17.
Malcolm Smiley, a 1972 Ford Galaxy 500.
And I see coming up, Ray, Bill Franklin's famous Ford Crown Victoria, which he dons with us every year. He was on an interview last night with FATV.
Uh-huh. And he's number 13. Bill Franklin with that 56 Ford Crown Victoria.
Bill had his 36 Plymouth at the block party last night, Ray, and told us he'd be bringing the Crown Vic along.
That's Fred Gerard. Fred Gerard. Sue Slavin. John Paul, a 64 Oldsmobile convertible. They're further down. This is number 22. Sal DeForte, a 73 Ford Runner, Roadrunner.
Plymouth Roadrunner.
That's a Plymouth. Number 24.
Mike and Lorraine Santora, a 2005 T-Bird. That's the last one they'd made.
Number 32. Gary and Linda and Doris Reed, a 62 Ford Galaxy.
Whoa.
Chevy Nomad?
Is this a number 34?
Or Chevy Nomad?
Peter and Ann Capadagli, the 55 Chevy Nomad. That's a beach wagon. And they won an award, right?
They did win an award. As a matter of fact, congratulations to the Capadaglis. Here it is. Yeah, they won the Mayor's Award. Number 55, 35.
Henry McCoy and Abby Blauser, a 1963 Chevy Bel Air.
The Plymouth Satellite convertible, Ray.
Which one is this one?
Oh, they got no number on it.
No number, but it's a good-looking automobile. As are they all.
A beautiful Oldsmobile Starfire convertible.
That's Fred Gerard and Sue Slavin. Right here. A 64 Olds convertible.
Number 37, Victor LeBlanc, a 1964 Mercury.
Park Lane convertible.
And how about this little beauty right here, number 40?
Number 40 is John Cudrett. It's a 1931 Model A Ford. Number 40.
And here's the Kaiser.
Number 41, Bob LeClaire, 53 Kaiser Coupe. Bob LeClaire, you son of a gun. The winner of the City Council Award. Congratulations, Bob.
Okay, wait a minute. Now this one here is a, oh God, it's out of sync. I haven't got their number on that one either. LeBlanc. Brian LeBlanc and his father Ron LeBlanc, 1979 Lincoln Mark V Collector's Series. Very beautiful Lincoln Continental.
This is number 42.
Yeah, that's the Lincoln.
Very rare as well, Ray. It's got the factory sunroof.
Okay, what number is that?
54 Chevy Bel Air.
This is number 43.
43, Kevin Johnston has a 55 Chevy Bel Air.
Good looking car.
Coming up is number 44. That's Emery and Janita and McGill
Gaudette, 49 Chevy.
pickup truck.
Emery and Janita, congratulations. Good looking machine. Number 44. Joining us every year in Civic Days. Good to see Emery again and Janita.
They did their own paint job, by the way. Beautiful, beautiful. That's Sam Bellio right there coming up.
Number 45, is that Sam Bellio?
Yep. 63 Ford T-Bird convertible. Very beautiful car.
Here comes a 57 Chevrolet.
Okay.
Michael McLaughlin and friends in a 57 Chevy.
Okay.
A Bel Air. That's a beauty.
And following Michael's car is George and Krista Aiken from Westminster. They got a 1934 Oldsmobile Sport Coupe.
Incidentally, TJ Blauser sold his 36 Dodge.
Yes, he did. Yeah, that's surprising. But he's going to work. He's working on a pickup truck.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Our veterans agent in Fitchburg, TJ Blauser, is a classic car enthusiast. Good looking car, number 47.
Yeah. Okay. That's Ray and Louise Rathier, a 1954 Chrysler New Yorker with a Hemi engine in it.
That was the original Hemi, Ray.
Yeah.
It's a good looking sports car.
Okay. That's okay. Number 53. That's George Trank with Amy riding with him. It's a 57 Ford T-Bird with the portholes. One of the very early T-Birds.
This is an unusual looking vehicle right here, Bo.
Okay. That's a Mini that was originally developed by Austin, and then they had to change it. I think it is. No, that's not it. It's not the Mini.
Smart car. That is a smart. Is that a 2009? A 2008 smart car. What are you going to say about that, Glenn?
Well, it's a convertible, so it's a winner.
Very good.
That one. She joined us after we and I don't know what this is.
A Pontiac Le Mans convertible.
Pontiac Le
Ryan?
Mans convertible. What is it, like a purple?
This is a
Beautiful color. Blue? It's my glasses.
Good to see the Rivers out today,
The Rivers.
driving the Pontiac.
Yeah, that's Scott and Laurie Rivers. A 70 Pontiac Le Mans sports car. Okay, this here is Rich Paradise. It's a 1927 Jalopy. A grand kids. He got grandkids with him, David and Sarah. And that's a 1927 Jalopy. It used to be a Chrysler.
I've never seen a car like that. I've never seen one.
He made it himself.
He made.
Yep. And okay, this is unusual. This is Mr. Hillman, who's a member of the Hillman family, and he's driving an English Hillman. This is Vern Hillman, a 58 Hillman Mink. Wait a minute, no, this is
That's a mighty fine looking rig right there. Want to turn the page and welcome to Civic Days.
A great color scheme, Ray, for Independence Day.
I don't know where I put that name.
What about this exhaust? What kind of action is that, Glenn? Showtime!
Great example of...
Number 48 was Fred and Judy Peckham in the 1979 Peterbilt. That was that red, white, and blue car. And this coastal car is a Mack, a Bob and Jean Raymond, a 1979 Mack.
This is the 1948 W.E. Aubuchon pickup truck. The original, telephone number 957. 60 years ago.
60 years ago, yep.
Aubuchon, of course, Ray, have been great sponsors over the years.
Absolutely.
Both at Lonjo and so many Civic events.
Just completing 100 years of fixing us up just right. This is our original hometown company, the Aubuchon family. And
Greg
the Aubuchon
Moran.
Hardware Stores. Greg Moran, behind the wheel. That's a good-looking rig. And we want to say thanks for their support.
Yeah. I was 6 years old. That's about 75 years ago. I was a customer of Aubuchon Hardware. I bought a half a pound of nails for 15 cents.
Any comments, Mary?
What a great looking truck.
Yeah. Here we are at the podium for the 50th anniversary of Greater Fitchburg Civic Days. Ray C., Glenn Fossa, Kenny Jones joining us along with Mary Hanlon, Reggie Carpenter on steps of City Hall, working another year for Greater Fitchburg Civic Days and having a grand time. And the weather is always in question, but today is a fine day. We have a comfortable 71 or 72 out there. We do have an overcast sky, partly cloudy skies. We've officially kicked off the Independence Day Parade. The beginning where they all gathered was out at the Bernardian Bowl, making their way up Summer Street through Morin Square, up Main Street through Depot Square, continuing up here at the reviewing stand at City Hall, and disbanding out at the Upper Common. That was the pre-parade division?
Yeah, we call it the advanced division. The parade should be coming shortly.
In Division 1, the Civic Days banner carried by father and son, John and Jim McGrath. Jim McGrath been very active in Greater Fitchburg Civic Days for years now and gets to virtually every event and puts in a lot of time, and we appreciate it. The 50th anniversary banner.
Ray, the block party was a tremendous success last night. So many folks showed up.
In spite of the weather,
In
you know, we
spite
had
of
a bit of a downpour. We had a wonderful rainbow that, for the first time, hovered over north central Massachusetts where we could see it, and especially on July 3rd, so it worked out. This is a hardy bunch. They scouted here and there, but they came back and stayed for the whole show and stayed for the fireworks. We understand we had a wonderful crowd here last night for the fireworks atop Rollstone Hill.
And it was a great venue. You could see them from all over the city.
And I'd like to thank the fire department for helping us out with the fireworks. Chief Roy and Lieutenant Sally Tata and Brian Bellevue and the guys that were on the detail. It was a real cooperative effort to be able to launch those fireworks off of Rollstone Hill.
What a great crowd last night, Ray, here at the block party. We had just droves of people here all around Main Street. Everyone fellowshipping was incredible.
Glenn, you want to describe what you're wearing for us?
This is a red, white, and blue shirt. Indianapolis Motor Speedway celebrated their 100th year of that venue being open, and it was only appropriate to bring this and celebrate 50 years here at Civic Days, right?
There aren't many of those in Fitchburg.
No, there aren't, and we're a really great group, I think. I mean, you look at so many communities that did not celebrate like we're going to celebrate here today with the parade and, of course, all the festivities, private funding, of course, being part of this, and so many folks volunteering their time.
And we do have some great sponsors, and one of the sponsors that we had at the duck race was Unitil. Unitil, it was a wonderful contribution so that we could make our Civic Days a better effort.
You bet. Former Mayor of Fitchburg, Daniel Harlan Mylott, joining us on the podium. Good morning.
Good morning. What a great 4th of July, folks.
Well, you've marched in a few on your own, haven't you?
I have. I've been in every parade since 1972, except last year and this year.
Uh-huh. So you were here last night. You try to visit every event.
Oh, absolutely. Last night was absolutely fabulous. What a great night. Everybody should be proud of the work that was done to make last night such a huge success.
Why aren't you marching this year?
I figured I'd come up here and stand next to you and have the best seat in the house.
It is the best seat in the house. And the weather is cooperating, too.
Oh, it's beautiful today. It's just a beautiful day, nice and cool, and we should be very happy.
Now, have you had a chance to look at any of the floats or any of the marching units, Dan?
I haven't. I didn't go down to the beginning of the parade this year, and so I'm going to be surprised just like all the rest of us.
Good. There were 3 awards in the classic car category. You got them there? Yeah. Incidentally, just to recap, the number 41, a 1953 Kaiser, was awarded the City Council Award, driven by Bob LeClaire. And you know Bob he's been a classic car enthusiast for decades.
A talented mechanic, Ray, of course, and he's been working on that Kaiser for some time. He's done a number of things to it over the years. Just an impeccable example of that car that is, of course, no longer made, nor is that namesake around.
Civic Days Committee Award went to Sam Bellio, number 45. This is a 63 Thunderbird Mo.
Yeah, beautiful car.
And the Mayor's Award went to, it looks like Ann and Peter Capadagli, the Mayor's Award for this 55 Chevy Nomad.
And that was an incredible example, of course, another classic that Mo and Ray, you both know that has just been a timeless classic over the years. Very, very appreciative in value. Just a great car.
We had over 35 classic cars here last night, Mo, from the Mid-State Antique Auto Club and also the Rod Club.
Yep, they were.
A fine showing here last night despite the weather, and
The FATV truck was out last night, Ray. They were recruiting volunteers, and they did a great job of capturing the moment. There were some pieces this morning on, of course, as Liz Burke and Danielle Jennison hosted the beginning of the parade show.
As you know, the Mid-State Antique Auto Club celebrated their 30th anniversary this year with the annual Father's Day gathering out at Monty Tech, which was postponed because of rain. So you held it a week later?
We held it a week later, yes.
Congratulations on 30 years of Mid-State Antique Auto Club.
Thank you very much. And I'm not quite sure, but I think I may have been in 25 parades already in Fitchburg.
As a classic car enthusiast? Tell us about the cars you have now, Mo.
Well, I've got 3. I have a 33, which you just saw a little while ago, that looks like a baby Model A. And I also
33 what?
Austin, made in England. It's called an Austin Saloon, or a box saloon. And it's got over 400,000 miles on it. Everything's original on it right now. I have a 37 that took me 21 years to restore.
Do you believe that?
It's a lifetime.
How do you spend 31 years restoring a car?
21.
Oh, 21 years.
21. And get this, they only made 6 of them. And there's only one left, and that's mine.
You believe that?
I do believe it.
Do you have an
It's right
option?
over there.
Do you have an option on that car or what?
No, sir, I don't. I think that's
You
beyond
should.
my reach.
I believe you want one, don't you?
I also have a 67 Rolls Royce.
I would have brought it up had you not.
Yeah, you would have, huh?
I love that 67 Rolls, and on the front you have various plates, and so it's won several awards over the years for you.
Oh, it has. Yes, it has. Yeah.
Mo
So you-
enjoys an office in the Yankee region of the Rolls-Royce Owners Club, Ray.
Very good. So those are the 3 that you have now, Mo?
That's the 3 I have now. Yeah. Of course, I have an everyday car.
So you bring those out only when you're going to play.
That's correct. Yes, you indeed. Yep.
You driving? Is that the Austin over there? You're going to drive that home after the parade?
Yeah.
Well, very good. Mo Tremblay, are you one of the founders of Mid-State Antique Auto Club? Are you a founding member, a charter member?
No, the club was in going for about 2 years before I joined. Yeah. They were formed out of the Rollstone Old Car Club.
No, I remember them now that you mention it. Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They were going to have a show off of Mechanic Street. And I went there, nobody showed up. So I went back home, and I happened to stop at the Sunoco station on top of Franklin Road, and one of the founding members had his Model A Roadster up on a lift, and I fell in love with the car, so then I joined the club.
Mo Tremblay, thank you very much for coming up again this year.
Right, thank you much.
Keep up the good work.
Great to see you, Mo.
Mo Tremblay from the Mid-State Antique Auto Club. Mary Hanlon with us, Glenn Fossa, Ray C., Kenny Jones, Reggie Carpenter on the steps of Fitchburg City Hall for the 50th anniversary of Greater Fitchburg Civic Days. The parade beginning on time. We see a contingent. Who's coming, Mary, now? Is this Division 1?
Yes, this is Division 1 coming up, led by the Civic Days banner, I believe.
The Division 1 banner carried by father and son, Jim and John McGrath. The 50th anniversary banner is carried by Christine Connery.
Those F-15s were something this morning, Ray.
Out of Hanscom, doing several flyovers in commemoration of Independence Day and various other communities.
Just the silhouette of them going over the city.
I think they were pretty much on time, too. At about 10:05 was their scheduled flyover.
They were indeed. We still have much to celebrate here in America.
Certainly do. We began a week ago yesterday, on the 26th of June, crowning the senior king and queen, and also meeting the Outstanding Young American Award winners for 2009 at our beloved Fitchburg Senior Center on Wallace Avenue. Thank you, Joan Goodwin, for putting that all together for us.
Joan puts in so much tireless work into the Senior Center, and she does such a fantastic job. What a great venue.
And that was the same day we kicked off the third annual Amazing Duck Race, which is a fundraiser for Civic Days, and I understand we did pretty well with that.
Angelo Bezol, of course, doing that from the Hannaford supermarket chain, and Hannaford, of course, a great sponsor of Civic Days. Angelo putting in so much of his time, volunteerism. I don't even know if the guy sleeps. And Accordio, of course.
The Civic Days banner. Let's welcome Jim and John McGrath for all the work they do. Thank you. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, the Scots Highland Pipes and Drums.
I can jump in here a minute, Ray. There are a couple of people that I know in this group. I've got a nephew, Bill Reed, that's playing in Stu Paul, a college classmate.
Stewie Paul.
Stewie Paul.
In the spring of 1975. Thank you, Stu and Alex Paul. Keep up the good work.
Excellent job.
26 members from the Massachusetts, New Hampshire. The objective of the Scots Highland Pipes and Drums is to preserve and promote Scottish, Irish, and other Celtic music. Joining us every year. Welcome the Fitchburg Fire Department under the leadership of Chief Kevin Roy.
He's joined by Deputy Chief Kevin Curran this morning. Kevin, good to see you.
A smart-looking honor guard if I've ever seen one, Glenn. The Roys are out there. There's Jim. PJ. This is the Special Operations Unit.
And a very new piece of equipment for the Fitchburg Fire Department, Ray, keeping us safe every day.
Mm-hmm. Veterans of
Tower unit.
I don't believe I've seen this unit before.
And that's Buffa driving the truck. Mike Terrio.
That's who?
Mike Terrio, Buffa.
Mike Terrio.
Oftentimes, Ray, we share their equipment when we're doing special operations with the police department.
Fitchburg Exchange Club. Massachusetts Exchange? Ah. Picking up quarters for kids.
I see Bob McDermott driving the truck for the Exchange Club this morning, Ray.
Hello, Robert.
That wouldn't be Ralph Pilata behind the banner, would it? From Sovereign Bank
Where?
in the pickup bed.
There he is. Usually hear him. Hi, Ralph. Billy Walsh, chairman of the COA, president of the Council on Aging, Ward 1 City Councilor Dave Clark.
He's driving a fine example of a Ford Mustang convertible, Ray.
Ward 2 Councilor Norman Bove, Joel Caddy, Jody Joseph, Kevin Starr, Joseph Salamito, Ann and Vinnie Farrell, riding with Annie DiMartino. Anna is our city clerk, Vinnie is her husband. Thank you, Joel Caddy, for providing the bicycles for the city council this morning.
Not an ounce of fuel being used there, Ray.
That's it. Muscle power.
Chief Robert Demora marching with us here this morning.
Fitchburg Chief of Police, Robert DeMora, welcome. Happy Independence Day. Very good. Jody Joseph. Marcus DiNatale, number 7.
Mayor Lisa
Stephen
Wong.
Hay, President of Fitchburg City Council.
Senator Jen Flanagan.
Senator Jen Flanagan. State Representative Dennis Rosa. State Representative Steve DiNatale.
And there's the mayor, Mayor Lisa Wong.
The Honorable Mayor of the City of Fitchburg, Lisa M. Wong. A. Where did I get the M? Lisa A. Wong, ladies and gentlemen.
I believe she's joined by her mother this morning, Ray.
Yes, and she was here last night with Mother as well. Christina, welcome.
It appears to be Trevor Bonilla driving a Mazda Miata convertible, Ray.
Morning, Trevor.
Co-founder of the Brewfest, which was a huge success this year, raising funds for Civic Days.
Congratulations to Trevor, Dave, the founder of Greater Fitchburg Civic Days, former state representative, former mayor of the city of Fitchburg. Ladies and gentlemen,
George Burke.
George J. Burke.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give George Burke a big hand for 50 years of Civic Days celebration.
Citizens are carrying on. Thank you.
And there is a gentleman, George, that wants to catch up with you later on. He's right there.
There he is.
He's got one of the original gold keys to the city presented by George Burke years ago. And he is going to ask him to rewrite on the box the inscription that he originally placed on it for him.
Thank you, Kim. Fitchburg Military Band, organized in 1868. Made its first public appearance as escort for the Fitchburg Fusilier of the 6th Regiment Infantry, Mass Volunteer Militia, May 27. The band performing continuously since 1868, providing entertainment for both young and old. E. Bagley, Fitchburg resident composer of the National Emblem March, was the conductor of the Fitchburg Military Band in 1912. The Fitchburg Military Band continues a New England tradition. How about that? A New England tradition of free and open to the public concerts at Stanley Park in West Fitchburg. The next performance dates are Sunday afternoons, July 12, 19, and 26.
That used to be a trivia question when I got on the police department, Ray. Where was Stanley Park? And having some roots in West Fitchburg, Stanley Park, of course, right near the British American.
Veterans of Foreign Wars, Post 794, the 25th Marine Corps Reserve Color Guard. The American Legion Post 10, thanks to the Legion Post 10, led by Commander Jerry Boulogne, for their generous sponsorship of the Fitchburg High School Band and the American Legion Post 10. The Disabled Veterans Chapter 30, the Italian and American War Veterans Post 4, the Gold Star Mother's Car,
Disabled American Veterans Car,
AMVET State Commander's Car,
the American Legion Post 429,
AMVET's Post 29,
Marine Corps League,
North Central Detachment 1076. the U.S. Marine Corps, the Junior ROTC, Monty Tech Marine Corps Junior ROTC. Monty Tech Marine Corps Junior ROTC prepares young high school men and women for further service in the U.S. military and the career world by instilling a true sense of discipline, personal pride, community service. The Monty Tech Marine Corps Junior ROTC has served the Fitchburg community by serving various meals at our senior center, volunteering with the Fitchburg Civic Days Cleanup Corps, serving as concert ushers at the June 12 Flag Day concert at Monty Tech, always willing to help out with various community projects and events. Ken?
Thank you very much, Ray C. First Sergeant Journey, could you and your ROTC commander post?
Paul Journey, ladies and gentlemen, fine director of the Junior ROTC.
As a veteran, I salute you.
Projects and events. Kenan? Of the Junior ROTC.
The ROTC donated tremendously to the city of Fitchburg throughout the year, and especially during the ice storm that we had. We are grateful for all of the work that you do for the city and the fact that you're here. I would like to present this on behalf of Mayor Wong, the City of Fitchburg, and the Civic Days Committee. The Outstanding Community Service Award is presented to Montezuma Vocational Technical ROTC, Fitchburg Civic Days 2009, July the 4th, 2009.
Congratulations. Thank you.
What a great example of the future of America's armed forces, Ray.
Monty Tech Junior ROTC. We have U.S. Air Force vehicles, Special and Jason Contoys, driving the Hemet Wrecker maintenance truck, which has 8-wheel drive. 8-wheel drive, Glenn.
I see that, Ray.
The estimated weight of the truck, 95,000 pounds.
Hopefully they won't need all that payload today.
Specialist Contoys is an alumni of Fitchburg High School. We have another vehicle. It's an 1151 armored Humvee gun truck, currently being used in Iraq and Afghanistan. Sergeant Douglas P. Aho, driver. Born and raised in Fitchburg, the unit supporting Greater Fitchburg Civic Days is the 110th Support Maintenance Company out of Devens, the Massachusetts National Guard. And we say thank you and happy Independence Day.
These fortified bullet-resistant windows here on the Humvee, Ray. Very incredible vehicle. They can actually adjust tire pressures from inside the vehicle.
Welcome, veterans.
Our very own T.J. Blauser.
Commissioner T.J. Blauser joining us this morning. The DAV, Disabled American Veterans Transport Network.
And a special hello to Ken McKenna, the commander of the Korean Veterans of America, Ray, in the black Jeep. Good morning, Ken.
Morning, Commander.
I see Carl Pohl riding in the back.
In Division 2, the Intertribal Council of New England, Chief Snow Bear Piercy, Vice Chief Winsong Brooks, Spotted House Peace Chief from Dandridge, Tennessee. There are also 15 members from the Intertribal Council of New England. Back in 1997, the Intertribal Council of New England, founded in Fitchburg. Intertribal Council has held several WOWs in Fitchburg. It's their honor to help Fitchburg celebrate the parade. Thank you, Hannaford, a major sponsor of Greater Fitchburg Civic Days, Hannaford Supermarkets. The Intertribal Council of New England. Fine showing. Hannaford Supermarkets, a proud sponsor of Civic Days. Store locations at Twin City Mall, Leominster, Lunenburg, and Townsend. Hannaford also proud to be a sponsor of the Amazing Duck Race, held last Friday at Coolidge. There are Hannaford associates walking the parade route from various stores. The Girl Scout float, Girl Scout, Cub Scout Pack 41.
A fine truck from Aldrich Auto Body, Ray. Fitchburg Girl Scouts growing strong.
There are 16 troops, 210 girls. A fine showing from the Girl Scouts.
It is indeed, Ray. What a beautiful truck this morning they're riding on. Theme is going green.
These are cookie costumes?
Yeah, they're all their different kinds of cookies that they sell.
Oh, I see. Girl Scout cookies, and they're
Girl
wearing
Scout
their
cookies.
cookie costumes. Very clever. That's a first for us. Good showing from the Girl Scouts of America.
Recycle. Go green.
We have a Cub Scout pack out there as well.
Cub Scout Pack 41.
This is clever on behalf of Hannaford because what they did is they decorated the shopping carts and are making a fine showing. How about those Hannaford people out there, huh? Very nice.
Hello to Matt Cludier.
Matt Cludier's out there, Rick, his dad. Every year we see them in Civic Days. What a fine scouting unit. Boy Scout Troop 823. Good showing.
The Hannaford banner, Ray. It looks like a shopping carriage display this morning.
Yes, very clever.
There's some choreography that went into this.
Yeah, they held rehearsals in the parking lot.
Mary, did
Hannaford at Twin City.
you choreograph that, Mary?
No, I didn't. I'm getting busy looking at it. Thank you, Hannaford.
That's okay.
Yeah. I had him, yeah, for 14 years, yeah.
The George Talcott American Legion Post 10 Band. George Talcott is a history in his own right here in Fitchburg, as you know. There's a 1941 film that was made, and he's the only recognizable person I could identify in this film. It was George Talcott, marching in every Independence Day parade since day one almost. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the George Talcott American Legion Post 10 Band. Special recognition and thank you to the American Legion Post 10, led by Commander Jerry Boulogne, for their generous support and sponsorship of Fitchburg High School Band. And the American Legion Post 10 Band, from the Office of the Mayor, we say thank you.
On the big bass drum, we have John Beauchesne this morning, Ray.
Let's welcome the 2009 Outstanding Young Americans. The Outstanding Young America program acknowledges high school students attending school in Fitchburg who do well in school, show leadership qualities, and who do volunteer work in the community.
This year's Young Americans were Joe Landry, a graduating senior from St. Bernard's, Kim Clark, a graduating senior from Fitchburg High School,
Benny Wall, 10th grader from the North Central Charter Essential School, Sandy Lohr, an 11th grader from St. Bernard's,
Catherine Van Amberg,
Catherine
11th
Van
grader
Amberg,
from Fitchburg High School, Margot Gendron, 11th grader from North Central Charter School,
Maria Di Pasquale, 11th grader from St. Bernard's, and Landon Airy, an 11th grader from the North Central Charter Essential School. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the 2009 Outstanding Young American Award winners.
Joining us center stage here, Terry Longeau, Ray.
Terry Longeau Brackett,
Congratulations.
our Grand Marshal. Terry is the widow of Arthur Longeau. Arthur, a cyclist from Fitchburg, as you know, the first American to participate in both the Summer and Winter Olympics in the same year.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the 50th anniversary of not only Civic Days, but the Fitchburg Longeau Classic. And this year, it was unanimous. It should be no surprise that we have a living legend right here, this beautiful woman standing next to me. This is Terry Longeau, widow of Art Longeau, which this is named after, and I'm very, very proud to present her with this plaque. So the Fitchburg Civic Days Parade Grand Marshals presented to Terry Longeau Brackett in honor of your dedication and service to the city of Fitchburg and the Longeau Classic bicycle race for the last 50 years. So it's given today, Independence Day. I can't think of anyone more deserving. Terry is one of the most kindest, sweetest, compassionate people.
And as
Thank
the
you,
natives
Terry.
know, it was begun 50 years ago with a single-day event. known as the Arthur M. Longshow Memorial Bike Race in 1959. And
This-
now, of course, has morphed into the Great Fitchburg Longshow Classic, the final event, the in-town Criterium, right here tomorrow morning, Glenn, beginning at 8 o'clock.
Right here at 8 o'clock, of course, Ed Collier joining us as well, center stage.
Executive Director of the Longshow, the Fitchburg Longshow Classic, Ed Collier.
Terry, of course, has brought an international venue to Fitchburg.
We want to welcome the Senior King of Greater Fitchburg Civic Days, the Senior King and Queen, King Jack Willett and Senior Queen Joanne Brazel. Jack and his wife Barbara Flores Willett, parents of 4, Cherry, Brenda, Gary, and Pam. They have 9 grandchildren. He's retired from Novacor Corporation. He's a native of Fitchburg. Father-in-law of Fitchburg Ward 1 City Councilor Dave Clark. Senior Queen Joanne Brazel, mother of 3 sons, AJ, Jim, and Mike. 25 years at Burbank Hospital. Retired last November, now volunteers at the Eagle House, the Senior King and Queen for 2009.
And very deserving, right? Do I see Bernie Stevens?
Joan Goodwin, Executive Director of the Fitchburg Senior Center. Josie Cormier.
See Bernie Stevens on a bicycle as well, Ray?
The trolley car. Thank you to Paul's Plate Glass. Keep up the good work.
Fitchburg Senior Center.
Geneva Orlando is on that trolley bus as well, as a number of others. The Fitchburg Rotary Club, ladies and gentlemen.
Bobby Campbell from
Fitchburg East
Rotary Club.
That's right, thank you. The Flower Box sponsors. The Fitchburg East Rotary Club, the Can Do Club. We'll be celebrating 30 years pretty soon.
Looks like Bobby brought plenty of water with him.
The Fitchburg High School Cheerleading Unit, welcome, of course, and also the Fitchburg High School Marching Band, under the direction of Mr. David Slip, proudly performing at all home football games at Crocker Field, as well as away games and many community events as well. Special thanks to the American Legion Post 10, led by Commander Jerry Boulogne, for sponsoring the FHS Marching Band.
They've done an incredible job with the Fitchburg High School Band, Ray. We see them perform for Fitchburg High School football games. Fitchburg High School football games also televised on FATV. under the direction of David Slipray. What an incredible job he does.
Good job, David. Thank you. The FHS Red Raider Marching Band. Fitchburg, Local First, a network of locally owned and independent businesses working to build a strong local economy and a vibrant community. They do this by organizing a Fitchburg Local First campaign that raises awareness of consumers, businesses, government agencies regarding the benefits of purchasing from locally owned independent businesses. Bringing together locally owned independent businesses for mutual benefit and networking opportunities.
Supporting Fitchburg's ordinances, regulations, and policies that promote locally owned independent businesses, and collaborating with other organizations that promote and advance locally owned independent businesses. Local First.
Let's all support local Fitchburg, Local First.
Friends of the Public Library, Ray.
Friends of the Fitchburg Public Library, keep up the good work. Friends need friends.
Te vengo a buscar, ya no me aguanto sin verte, viviendo sin ti, me estoy muriendo de pena, me vengo a humillar.
Here comes the Claiborne Neighborhood Center.
Si te conmueves y olvidas que un día sin quererlo te ofendí, sin ti en la vida.
Welcome and thank you. The Claiborne Neighborhood Center float, ladies and gentlemen. 41 years of service to the Claiborne neighborhood. Thank you. Congratulations. Keep up the good work. Happy Independence Day.
The theme of this float, Ray, is Claiborne Wood. It's all about Hollywood and a variation of that. Lots of young stars, of course.
When I was just a little girl, I asked my mother, what will I be? Will I be pretty? Will I be rich? Here's what she said to me. Hey, Sarah, Sarah, whatever will be, will be.
Members of the Claiborne Neighborhood Association, presenting Claiborne Stars. Are we moving into Division 3, the Sentinel and Enterprise?
Nothing to No One.
We're here last night at the block party. Nothing to No One is a rock and roll band from central Massachusetts. Having just released their first full-length album, look for Nothing to One or Nothing to No One to be performing in and around Greater Fitchburg through summer and fall. The band is made up of 4 mellow brothers, along with Jeff Lizotte on the keyboard. And visit
NothingToNoOne.com.
NothingToNoOne.com for additional information about the band. You'll want to remember to say hello to Nothing to No One's number 1 fan, Emma Jean Mello, as she walks with the band.
Sentinel and Enterprise Ray is a great media sponsor for
You
this.
bet. Nothing to No One.
Welcome to the North Central Charter Essential School.
There they are at the corner of Oak Hill Road and River Street. The North Central Charter Essentials School.
London, of course, Trisha May.
Always a fine showing. Thank you. Located just up the street at 914 Main Street at the Upper Common. For local students and adults, lessons are offered in music, performance, and dance. And this year's participants are playing both jazz and blues music.
Cornerstone Performing Arts Center.
They have a comedy night coming up July 11. Presenting Pride and Prejudice October 1st through the 25th. A Child's Christmas in Wales November 19th through December 13th. And True West February 11th through March 7th. Check it out. cpacfitchburg.org. United Hmong Lao of Massachusetts. Our friends from the United Hmong Lao of Massachusetts provide educational, occupational, and various services to members of the Hmong and Laotian communities. Here this morning, parade wearing traditional dress from their homeland in Southeast Asia.
We want to welcome the United Hmong Lao of Massachusetts and wish them a very happy 4th of July. Ray, this embraces the very idea George Burke talked about in his interview this morning, bringing the nationalities together in the city of Fitchburg, and the tradition continues.
United Hmong of Massachusetts, Inc. Happy Independence Day. What a beautiful showing.
It's grown every year.
Community. Thank you to Aldrich Towing. Happy Independence Day.
Lots of great Fitchburg celebrities joining us this morning. I see Mario Dionfro in the crowd.
The Crossroads Community Church. Additional info at thecrossroadscommunity.com. Boy Scout Troop 41 on the float for the Crossroads Community Church. Rollstone.
Rollstone.
Rollstone Community Church. Thanks for the bio. Thank you, Troop 41. Keep up the good work. For boys grades 1 through 5, join the Cub Scouts. Call Bill Hodges. City Councilor Joe Salamito. Judge some motorcycles for us. There they are, Glenn. No? Yes. No? Rollstone Bank, proud to sponsor Greater Fitchburg Civic Days Block Party and the 4th of July Parade under the leadership of Mr. Marty Connors, President, Rollstone Savings Bank, your kind of bank with its headquarters located on Main Street. Also want to thank Rollstone Savings Bank for beautiful Renaissance Park located right next to City Hall for the passive enjoyment of your Greater Fitchburg community.
We have the Deep River Drum Corps, Ray. We want to welcome the Deep River Drum Corps from Deep River, Connecticut. This musical unit depicts the art and music of the ancient fife and drum corps of the colonial era in America. The fife and drum sound you back in history to the founding days of our nation in 1776.
The Deep River Drum Corps from Deep River, Connecticut. Yes, the Emmanuel Lutheran Church.
They have a vacation Bible school
We want to welcome the St. Anthony School, the St. Anthony of Padua Parish in Fitchburg. A happy 101st anniversary year. St. Anthony Church, where everybody knows your name. As members of the Roman Catholic Church, they believe that God is alive and ahead of our parish family. They endeavor to be welcoming, inclusive, charitable, and socially responsible faith community. They offer hearts, gifts, and time as they strive to give witness to the command and to love one another.
It's good to see Christine Caravella this morning.
Christine Caravella.
And some other folks.
Congratulations to St. Anthony School, Working Ship with Cannon, Shoot Line Water and Candy Smokescreen. Congratulations on winning the Mayor's Award. St. Anthony School, how about that? Congratulations to the students and faculty.
See Shane Lashua this morning.
The winner of the Mayor's Award. Horizon
morning,
Christian
Matt.
Fellowship. WFGL 960, WJWT 91.7 FM. Horizon Christian Fellowship, 356 Broad Street, Fitchburg. A vibrant, Christ-centered church committed to sharing the love of Christ in our community and beyond. They desire to see believers in Christ built up and encouraged in their faith. WFGL 960 AM Fitchburg, WJWT 91.7 Gardner, are operated by the Calvary Satellite Network and is a ministry. Committed to bringing the life-transforming message of the gospel of Christ to central New England. Their desire is that listeners will be encouraged and strengthened through the unique format of local, regional, national Bible teaching programs with today's music of praise and worship. So thank you to WFGL, blessed in the nation whose God is the Lord. Happy Independence Day. Thank you.
Another great looking truck from Aldrich Auto Body, Ray.
Faith Christian Ministries. Horizon. Horizon Christian Fellowship.
Tremendous amount of giving
356 Broad Street.
from Angel Aldrich and his company, Ray, this morning. Hector Aldrich.
Hector Aldrich. Thank you for this great effort. Thank you, and thank you to Aldrich. That's a fine-looking float. Proverbs 3:5, trust in the Lord with all of your heart and lean not on your own understanding. 356 Broad Street, Fitchburg, WFGL 960 AM, WJWT 91.7 FM. Operated by the Calvary Satellite Network, and it's a ministry committed to bringing the life-transforming message of the gospel to the great North Central Bay State. That's a great showing. Happy Independence Day.
Ray, it's good to see Mr. Tom Hughes this morning. Tom, you're becoming quite the anchor for the community.
Keep up the great work. We've got a mounted unit coming up.
Indeed we do, Ray.
Yep. I used to know how to ride a horse at one time, Glenn, when I was 15. You could fall and not get hurt, you know. The new WPKZ AM 1280, Ben Parker, Scott May and Company, welcome and a happy Independence Day.
It's great to see them this morning, Ray. They're hosts of the morning show, of course.
Welcome to Patty Grimm and David and granddaughter Madeline. The little boy is snoozing away on horseback. Morning, Ben. Ben Parker.
John Hanlon and GT Otis are holding the banner.
6 to 9 a.m. on the new WPKZ AM 1280 radio. Debbie Dion, Patty Grimm,
And her granddaughter Madeline.
Sal's Pizza, home of the 19-inch pizza, located on South Street right before the Route 2 exit. Thank you to Sal's Pizza. Keep up the good work. Happy Independence Day.
It's the true North End recipe, Ray.
Yeah.
Spirit of African drums, Ray. The
Spirit of African, clad in colorful African attire, play traditional music of the villages in West Africa on drums and many traditional African instruments. The Spirit of Africa invites you to dance along with them as they march along the parade route. The Faith Christian Ministries float. The Faith of Our Fathers theme on the float depicts the founding fathers of the Faith Christian Ministries. The pastors of Faith Christian Ministries, Don Long. Pastor Long and wife Donna have a passion that people would come into a working knowledge of the integrity of the written word of God found in the Bible, a knowing that God is in favor of their success and that he's looking for ways to demonstrate himself strong on behalf of the people.
Pastor Don and Donna have 9 children and 8 grandchildren. 2 of their sons are in full-time ministry, one an associate pastor and the other a founder of Mission E4. Don, Donna, and their daughter Jordan live in Hubbardston, Massachusetts.
So welcome Faith Christian Ministries and Pastor Long. Thank you. Americans supporting Israel. Welcome, and it's great to have you here.
Represented each year, of course, Ray. They were here last year as well.
The Western Wall of Jerusalem.
Joining us this morning on the float.
Israel protects the holy places in all religions. Americans in support of Israel, guaranteeing freedom of religion. The only democracy in the Middle East.
I see Howard Shad with us this morning, Ray.
Pastor Shad. He does great work for FATV as well, as you know. He's been volunteering for years. It's good to see Pastor Howard Shad. We went to Israel 2 years ago, last year.
He's been twice, Ray.
Twice. Very good. Congratulations. How about the Twin City Christian School? For over 30 years, Twin City Christian School continues to offer an affordable, quality Christian education to our community. It is their desire to partner with parents in assisting them with their God-given responsibility of educating their children. Their mission statement: by God's enabling power, we teach students to pursue spiritual, academic, and physical evidence by providing quality instructional programs in a loving atmosphere. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, the Twin City Christian School.
It's good to see David Allard with them this morning.
The worldwide Muslim community, how about that? They join us here every year. Ahmadiyya Muslim community, supporting peace among all people, love for all, hatred for none. Islam means peace. Welcome, and a happy Independence Day. Uncle Sam's Jazz Band. Uncle Sam's Patriotic Jazz Band, a Dixieland band playing spirited patriotic tunes in joyful New Orleans style, evoking the spirit of the Louisiana Bayou.
Uncle Sam's Patriotic Jazz Band has performed at Faneuil Hall, Sale Boston, Fenway Park, and Bunker Hill Day Parade. Next up from Romano's Greenhouses and Apex Properties.
Romano Greenhouses. South Street? On South Street.
365 Lindell Avenue, Leominster.
Oh, out of Leominster.
The Boys and Girls Club.
Oh, the Boys and Girls Club of North Central Massachusetts.
Romano's and Apex giving of the float. You know, they moved over to the old Julie Country Day area.
That's right, they did. Fitchburg Youth Soccer, how about that? The mid-1980s, Charlie Tellier and Dick Lavers started the program we now know as the Fitchburg Youth Soccer League, beginning as a simple in-town program designed for kids in 6 through age 12. All teams were co-ed and games were held at Coolidge Park as well as the Memorial and Salem Street playgrounds. By the year 1991, Fitchburg Youth Soccer had over 800 children playing in-town soccer. In order to expand the program, the Forest boys team was entered into the Neshoba Valley League. 1992, the first girls team was also entered in the Neshoba League. The success of the program prompted the city to allow Fitchburg Youth Soccer the sole use of Moran Park, cleared and cleaned.
Was cleared and cleaned and is now used along with Coolidge Park for games and practices. Currently, Fitchburg Youth Soccer conducts both spring and fall seasons along with Cocker camps in the summer months. The entire program is run by volunteers, Ray. For more information, they can check the website at www.fitchburgsoccer.org.
The Fitchburg Youth Soccer League. Fitchburg Farmers Market. Dave Gordon. The Wickmobile. Good food and a whole lot more from Wick. Visit mass.gov/Wick.
Next is Ginny's Food Pantry, Ray.
Ginny's Food Pantry is an award winner. The Civic Days Committee Award to Ginny White and her food pantry, celebrating 30 years. Remember, July 11, $5 a bag. You fill a bag at her store, Ginny's Pantry in Leominster.
And she's marching with us, Ray, today.
And they are the winners of the Civic Days Committee Award. Congratulations. Is that the Fitchburg Western Little Leaguers? The Fitchburg Western Little League is composed of 9 and 10-year-olds. We ask that you support the Jimmy Fund as they do by making your donations at littleleague.org. Let's welcome Miss National Ambassador of Massachusetts, Corinne Marie Palladian. Miss National Ambassador of Massachusetts will be entering the first grade at Twin City Baptist Temple School. She's been dancing tap, ballet, and jazz at Dance Arts Center since she was 16 months. She's been an active member, helping her community by participating in a walkathon for hunger, canned food drive, and a penny drive. Miss National Ambassador of Massachusetts has been recently nominated as a state finalist for the Miss Massachusetts Princess 2009. Her goal is to go to college and become a professional dance teacher and a nurse. She is Corinne Marie Palladian.
Ladies and gentlemen, a big Independence Day hand for
And
Corinne.
a real cutie.
Hey, once again, folks, happy 4th of July. Hopefully you're having a good time.
It's good to see Officer Chris Garcia out today.
Behind me with the hottest new cars and trucks. My folks being sponsored by Schofield Power Equipment.
C&J Home Care. C&J Home Care Services of Fitchburg, providing a wide array of home care services to the great North Central Bay State.
For more information on the various home care services offered by C&J, you can call 343-4443. C&J Home Care is at 4 Summer Street in Fitchburg. And now the Dunkin' Donuts float, Ray.
Here comes the Dunkin' Donuts float, designed as an old-fashioned Woody. Dunkin' Donuts locations in Fitchburg, Leominster, and remember,
America runs on Dunkin'.
Come on, judges. Oh, Cotton Joe.
the Central Mass Rough Riders Auto Club. Welcome. Happy Independence Day. Schofield Power Equipment, 12 Summer Street, Leominster.
You know, Ray, it's great to see the communities of Leominster and Lunenburg so well represented at today's festivities. This is true community. We have a 2009 Chevy Camaro, Ray.
Who's occupying the Camaro, Glenn? That's a good-looking car.
That is a beauty.
The mayor would look good in that car, I'd say. Wouldn't you? Black and yellow.
It needs to be red.
At this point, anything's better than my car.
That's a nice car.
These are from
a little
Colonial
motorbike
West
would be more
Chevrolet.
economical, better for the environment.
Yes.
These are entries from Colonial West Chevrolet, Ray.
Colonial West Chevrolet on the John Fitch Highway. Welcome. That looks like First Choice Limousine. Is that a Hummer, Glenn, or what? There's a big Hummer down the road.
That's a limousine, Ray.
First Choice Limousine entering its 25th year, providing a wide array of beautiful vehicles to meet your needs. What are you looking for? And what you're looking at is an 18-passenger Cadillac Escalade stretch limo, followed by a 16-passenger H2 Hummer stretch limo. Next, we'll see a 16-passenger Lincoln Navigator, followed by a brand new Chrysler 300 and Lincoln Town Car Stretch. Beautiful vehicles. First Choice Limo is owned and operated by Daniel and Sabina Betancourt. I want to thank them for their fine showing. Wow, what a good looking car. 16-passenger Lincoln Navigator, followed by this new Chrysler 300, Lincoln Town Car Stretch. Ooh.
Another strong Fitchburg company, Ray.
First Choice Limousine, a happy silver anniversary, 25 years.
This is the Lincoln Navigator we're seeing center stage right now.
Okay. And then we have a Chrysler 300 and a Lincoln Town Car Stretch.
They're a little bit out of order. We're going to see the Lincoln Town Car and then the Chrysler 300, followed by a Cadillac Escalade. The Lincoln Town Car now for the viewers that are watching at home, and then the Chrysler 300 in white.
As a connoisseur of fine cars, you're sort of a Lincoln guy, but you do have a Mercury.
I do.
It's made by the same people.
It is indeed.
You would not part with your Mercury.
It's all about the value.
Aha. Thank you, First Choice. Yet to arrive, Target's Drum and Bugle Corps. Looking for another spectacle, you want to remember the final run of the 50th Fitchburg Longzo Classic tomorrow, City Hall.
That's right, televised live, of course, Ray, with FATV. I see one of our local reporters, Brandon Butler from the Fitchburg Sentinel and Enterprise, with us today, doing some field interviews. Brandon, good to see you.
Keep up the good work. To our viewers of FATV, you're in very good hands. Mark Rushelo, Eric Fosher, Andy Rhoda, Darren Dane, Billy Gates, Donna Duchesne, Dave Svens, they're all on duty. Tyler Knapp, Dave Beliveau, John Dextraz, Craig Deary, Danielle Jennison, Liz Burke, John Gugarty, Kenny Jones, Jason Quater, Travis Falk, Glenn Fossa, Sam Calloway, and Gail Dextra. You got a fine crew on FATV this morning.
So
Welcome.
many great volunteers, Ray, and that's what really puts FATV on the map. They do an incredible job, tireless efforts, and a super job.
All volunteer, and as you know, they are out there. Unbelievable, seeing so many faces in the audience we haven't seen in so long. Long hours for FATV and the volunteers. They're not only here today, but we'll be here tomorrow to cover the long. I believe it's Channel 10.
That's right. I believe that. Oh, I know. Hey, you hit yourself with it.
Nice to see the Airborne Rangers with us. Real American heroes. They don't come any better, Glenn.
We've got some real exhibitions coming up here, Ray. I can see them in this next division.
Targets, drum and bugle corps expected.
Look out this gun right there. Step it.
Spinners on John Fitch Highway. Thank you, Cicino's Landscaping. Spinners at 350 John Fitch Highway every Friday and Saturday. DJ.
Give it up, I can't hear you.
Free food at Spinners.
Come on, I know you can be better than that. Come on, let me make some noise for my work.
Happy Independence Day.
Don't forget tonight at Club Spinners, the Juice Squad is performing live. Straight out of New York City, West Hampton, Massachusetts, July 12th at Club Spinners, teen night. Once again, teen night. Somewhere to go. Give your parents a break. Yeah, get your swag on. Teen night at Club Spinners.
Central Mass Auto Club, Ray, coming up.
Welcome, Central Mass Auto Club.
We can give it up for the Fire Crew. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Make some noise for the Fire Crew.
That's DJ Inchy. Is it Inchy D? DJ Inchy D out at Spinners. Boy, those are real good-looking bikes. Unbelievably.
Some incredible paintwork here shown this morning, Ray, in
Yeah.
this display of
This is a
motorcycles.
nice, fine display.
Oh yeah, they know me. That's why they're talking. Notice they ain't running. The worst thing they could have done. That's the worst thing.
The real spectacle coming up here, Ray, a yellow Chrysler 300 with some gull wing doors.
That's not stock, is it?
This isn't stock, but it is incredible.
Ever seen it before?
We've seen similar customizations like this, but this is incredible paint.
Talk about a custom job. And what is it again?
It's a Chrysler 300 with some gull wing doors. There's a strut grill. That is an aftermarket grill. It emulates a Bentley grill.
And you call those gull wing doors?
These are gull wings.
Yeah. Wow.
Can you get in and out of that?
I can get in and out of that. Incidentally, the International Student Exchange is looking for loving families to host foreign exchange students coming to local high schools from September to June. There are some 50 countries, ages 15 to 18. They're great kids. You can see them here at the steps of City Hall. You can call Melissa at 774-272-2442. The International Student Exchange. If you'd like to host a student aged 15 to 18, like we said, from 50 countries, great kids, the number is 774-272-2442, or you can make your way here to City Hall and talk to a rep. Robert Bob Boutwell, candidate for Councilor at Large. Welcome.
Bob's always been involved, Ray, a very involved member of the Fitchburg community.
Ryan McNutt, Ward 4.
Ryan put in a lot of volunteer hours, Ray, during the ice storm of 2008.
Redline Wall Systems. Re-electing Councilor Dean Tran. Founder of Redline Wall Systems, Brian Cody and Sons. One of his sons, Tyler, will be leaving for Afghanistan from the with the Marine Corps.
He's friends with my friend Matt Walyeko, and she was at the wedding. Yeah, so I saw that's I just saw her.
I want to thank him for his service and intended service here this Independence Day.
Councilor Dean Tran always comes out every year for the softball tournament. He and Brother Seb do a wonderful job. Great athletes in their own right.
Wow, nice. Tell him I said hi.
Celebrating 50 years of Civic Days.
Okay. Well, here, I'll give you one of my cards. Thank you. Yeah, it was nice seeing you.
Juan Rosado, Ward 2 City Council candidate. Welcome.
I don't want to do what Peter Angelini did.
Ryan McNutt, a candidate for Ward 4.
Local first. Annette.
Do some shoots this morning?
Thank you, Juan. Good luck with the campaign. Good luck, Ryan. Keep up the good work. Let's welcome City Councilor at Large, Dean Tran. How about that?
They didn't say nothing about one. For one.
Mike DePietro, Councilor at Large.
Michael DiPietro. Dean Tran, Councilor at Large. Members of the Civic Days Committee, chaired by Jim McGrath, John Raschuti, Andy Roy, and Angelo Bezal. Thank you, Ken and Debbie Jones, Anna Cordio, Reggie Carpenter, Trevor Bonilla, Robin and David Streb, Liz Murphy, Bernie Stevens, PJ Roy, the Hanlons, John, Bonnie, and our script supervisor, Mary Hanlon. What would we do without Mary? City Councilor Norman Bove, thank you. City Councilor Joel Caddy, thank you very much. Our Civic Days Queen, Eve Working Opportunities.
Great shirt,
Riding
John.
with Diane Mativia. Special award to Diane this year for all of her work. John Raschuti out there, ladies and gentlemen. That little nugget driven by Andy Roy, Anna Cordio, my grandson Jonathan, Angelo Bezal,
Hannaford Supermarket.
Jim McGrath. Congratulations, guys, and thank you for all the great work.
Special thanks, of course, Ray, to our Fitchburg Department of Public Works. With all the work that they do, this would not be possible.
Absolutely. Thank you, Lenny Laxo. John Anderson. Thank you, John Anderson, as well. Good job.
50th year, celebrating Civic Days.
Tell me about that car.